Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very intriguing news over here when it comes to PlayStation, where their brand new technology is trying to somewhat keep us maybe healthier, as well as also some crazy weird new patents over here too, and the fact that Sony probably thinks we're all just a bunch of degenerate gamers, and well, they may not be wrong, but it is also kind of weird for them to go and talk about this. We're going to talk about that, and as well, also we're going to talk about the brand new Capcom Spotlight, that if you guys missed it, I actually had a chance to go and check out the brand new Resident Evil and all that stuff, so we're going to do that and talk about this and a bunch of random cool stuff over and throughout the video. We've also had like a kind of a crazier and kind of more chiller gaming news throughout the past few weeks / few months, so I actually might go take a few days off in the very near future, because as you guys know, we have a brand new set, new actual things and changes and editors coming to the channel itself, and it might be finally time very soon to go get that sorted. So maybe this upcoming Monday, maybe I'll do that, and we'll have a chance to go and do a little bit more chilling or relax, or maybe this upcoming Sunday, we'll have to go and see. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below, we have the Target links down below, Amazon links down below, and let's talk about the fact that Sony just doesn't think we're normal. So in case you guys do or do not know, when it comes to gaming or being on your PC or just sitting on the couch for 8 hours a day, I'll be honest with you guys, not that healthy. I'm probably a part of that one because I do so much Twitch streaming and YouTubing, and I'm kind of sitting in a chair all the time. Yeah, it's not good. I should probably go and touch grass more. But Sony also thinks that too, where Sony actually has a brand new technology that's coming out, potentially, patent pending, over here, where Sony wants us to sit up straight while we're literally playing the PlayStation 5 or the PS4 with some patent posturing as well. Now, in case you guys do or do not know, obviously you get like some carpal tunnel if you guys go do a lot of repeated movements, or if you guys are sitting like kind of how this person is, kind of hunchback forward. Yeah, then guess what? Your back, your arms, your shoulders, everything on your body itself is probably not going to be feeling too good over time. It's always been a big issue when it comes to gaming, when it comes to working from home, or even if, like, say you're even someone who's like a construction worker, or like someone who's in a trade. If you're doing like a lot of repeated body movements, that does kind of somewhat hurt your body over time. So there's basically a brand new PlayStation patent over here, which I'm going to probably go and show you guys this over here. Typically, whenever you file the patent, which was filed on August 16th, 2021, it does take a long time for legal and all these other various things to be well sorted. And as you guys can kind of see, the date of the patent itself right over here is actually on basically March 7th, which is literally right there next to the base itself. So basically it went through like that 2-year long process, year and a half long process to get the approval. But what this basically is a dynamic game intervention, to the point where Sony literally wants to go and give us an in-game intervention based on the fact that they just think we're either being unhealthy or whatever it may go and be. So as you guys can see from this abstract over here, saying, this is basically the overview of it: systems and methods for determining excessive motions or strain positions based on inputs associated with gameplay of titles. So basically it's saying like, hey, if we're seeing like, let's say you're playing a game and you're spamming the X button 500 times, the game might be like, whoa, daddy, chill it out. Relax. Maybe you're pushing too much pressure on, say, like the adaptive triggers, whatever it might be. It's basically trying to be like, hey, like we want to make sure you're not like hurting yourself. We're not literally trying to be bad. Or as well, I can maybe even see some of the stuff because games like, say, World of Warcraft or other MMOs are like, hey, like you've been playing for 5 hours straight. You should probably go outside. You should probably like take a break. You should probably have some water. You should probably make sure like you're alive. And it also might be in the similar vein of technology where they're basically giving us interventions to make us stop playing games. So the game intervention server may evaluate based on learning models, posture, and physical motions of players for repetitive, unbalanced, or excessive motions, as well as gameplay quality patterns, and compare to thresholds for identifying unhealthy conditions. The game intervention server may make recommendations regarding breaks, stretches, warmed up and cooldowns, curbing, extended periods of play, etc. Notifications may be overlaid on screen with option to pause play without exiting game session. In-game events and requirements may also be adjusted based on learned insight to avoid excessive movement or counteract unbalanced movement. Now, I think you guys can maybe read in between the lines for all that kind of strange technology, but it does kind of seem like this is more of like, hey, we've been seeing you've been playing like this game, I don't know, like I said, maybe like a God of War. I really think like an X button was probably like a good spam thing, where like you're spamming this thing nonstop, or maybe like they kind of realize you're playing the game for too long. Maybe you're playing a certain specific game style, maybe you're doing like some spamming stuff. I don't know what it might be. Like there's a lot of little random weird various gaming stuff that could be weird. And with that, they basically want to have like this notification to show you like, hey, take a break. Hey, go and chill. hey, maybe take, like, I don't know, maybe stop doing all this type of stuff. Or, hey, like, you've been playing this random Call of Duty on a certain, let's say, claw, grip style. Maybe you should go take, like, a 5-minute break, you know, stretch out your arms. Maybe you're going and playing Cyberpunk 2 as well, and they're doing a lot of samurai stuff. So basically, you're doing, like, a lot of, like, hand triggers like this. Maybe you want to go take a break. Maybe you're obsessively pushing down because they do actually have live feedback on the controllers themselves. And like basically they kind of maybe realize you're pushing and slamming and maybe just being too in depth on it. Or as well, maybe like I said, they just notice you're playing for 8+ hours and they're like, hey, you should probably go and, I don't know, talk to a girl, which once again, probably goes towards me at this point. So it's very intriguing because this technology is potentially useful. I'm still not the biggest fan of these big companies, kind of how I've been said with like Xbox, with their like basically their power consumption stuff. I'm not really the biggest fan of game companies telling people what to do, how to do it, why they should do it. But at the end of the day, if it's more in the sense of healthiness, it might be fine. Like, so here's a good example for some of their databases over here, where it has like thumbstick use over X period of time. So they have a first intervention threshold. So basically, maybe you're like playing a game, like say a Red Dead Redemption or GTA, and you've been moving your thumbstick, or even a driving game for a long time. They realize, hey, you've been doing this for 5 hours. Maybe I want to take a little bit of a threshold and relax. Or maybe like this gyroscopic motion capture data, where maybe they have like a secondary intervention. Or like I said, once again, on this right trigger use over time and period, that once again might be kind of a bigger thing. Sorry on the camera stuff over there. And that's kind of maybe like a potential big issue where like they notice this stuff and they see this and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like maybe just go have a nice little casual break. I think as long as it's subtle and it's nothing too crazy, I don't think I mind it. Like if they're actually like, hey, like just if you want to take a break and chill, you can keep playing, you can keep undestroying your wrist, whatever it is, we don't mind. I'm kind of okay with that. You know, like sure, it's just like a nice little pop-up to remind you after every few hours. Now, if it's gonna literally like forcibly stop my gameplay session, I think I'm good. I mean, I could probably make that decision myself. Maybe some people are stupid. I don't know. I think I myself can make that decision myself. But I'm also not too much of a degen. Or like say I'm a Twitch streamer. What if I'm doing a 24-hour stream, doing like an event stream, 12-hour stream, a brand new game comes out and I'm streaming on YouTube or whatever it might be. Like, yeah, that's a big issue for me. So I kind of want to hear your thoughts and comments on this one down below. Do you guys like the idea of this? Because even through going through the articles itself too, they're hoping to like help you fix your posture while you're playing, so you have like no slouching or slurping while you're playing up different games. The documents though is a little bit abstract, as I mentioned, which can be interpreted a lot of different ways. And the game intervention server may evaluate based on learning models, posture, and physical motions for players for repetitive, unbalanced, or excessive motions, as well as gameplay quality patterns and compare to thresholds for identifying unhealthy conditions. So like I said, if they're trying to actually push this, like trying to be healthy, like realistically, I don't think I mind it. So obviously, unless you're playing something like Pistol Whip on the PSVR 2, you're probably playing your game sitting down, and you should probably know by now that extended periods of the same position aren't exactly good for you. So Sony's patent proposed reminders to sit up straight, and even hypothesis systems could potentially detect repetitive strain based on your buttons, your pressing, and the way you're using the analog sticks. So once again, this is not like a full-on like gonna happen no matter what, or is like it's going to be planned up, but it's been also apparently been in motion for like 2 years or so, like most other patents. And at the end of the day, I mean, if you're healthy, maybe it's not that bad, but just want to make sure you guys are all safe. Now, in case you guys also didn't miss it too, we actually had some cool stuff. Like, I want to check out Exo Primal. I'm going to apply for the press copy for that one. So you guys want to see any gameplay for this one. But basically, Resident Evil not Resident Evil, Capcom actually had a pretty big announcement. So there's a few big different things. Number one is that they did have the Resident Evil 4 demo, which actually did a sponsor that up on Twitch, was actually very cool to see. I kind of can't wait to play this. I hope it's going to be a fun experience and fun game too as well. It seemed like it played pretty fun. I never played the original, but I'm hyped up for that one. I think a lot of folks are hyped up for this one. Exo Primal coming out here for this summer, so it was actually revealed about a year ago or so in a state of play, but I want to play this Exo Primal game pretty bad. They're basically using like cutting-edge exosuits to work together and fight back towards hordes of history's most ferocious beast of dinosaurs. This game looked kind of goofy, but I kind of wanted to go and play it. At least for me, I don't know, I always like these ideas and stuff like this. There's also the Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak 2 as well, in case you guys want to go check out the expansion with that one too. There's also the Ghost Trick Phantom Detective Revives on PS4 on June 30th, 2023, and of course as well the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, which I love those games when I was younger, as well as also there's a few other various things too as well, such as Street Fighter 2 which I'm going to play on that one. And if you guys want to check out any of the sales or the deals and all the stuff in this big Capcom deal feel free to, because I think this is actually kind of cool. We're also going to probably see a lot more games coming out throughout these next few months, especially as we've been seeing more like conventions and as well other deals and stuff like that coming out soon, which I'm pretty hyped up for. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned for that. We'll give you guys good gaming news if we hear it. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. We have the Target Amazon links down below. And of course, throughout this week, we'll have a few more little filler videos, so be on the lookout for those in case you guys would go and like. But I appreciate you guys all so much. Love you guys all so much. I'll talk to you guys all very, very soon. Leave a like.